You as a fan, do you believe in him? Do you want him to stay?
Everything has not really met up the standard at Manchester United.
Okay.
For this season, they should just give him this season.
They should give him this season.
Yeah, they should give him this season.
So when Manchester United will get to championship, that's when you guys will get rid of him.
We are not going to.
Because you guys are sinking.
Football Banter.
Welcome to Football Banter. This is where we serve you the latest G's regarding to football activity. And remember, there is no football without banter. And with me in the studio are my regular guys now, you know now. But we also have a Man United fan, a Man United supporter in the studio this afternoon. So, sir, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Noel and I'm excited to be in your midst this evening to talk football-related stories and to talk everything banter. I'm ready.
He said he's ready. Welcome, So welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Man United. It's okay.
So what's your take on Liverpool run in the EPL?
Okay, so far this season, I think Liverpool have had a nice start to the season, and with the inclusion of their new coach and his slot coming in, bringing his philosophy and all that, utilizing the players he has, I think Liverpool should be a team to watch in the Premier League this season.
Okay, now the way you went ahead and gave that analysis about Liverpool, can you do the same for Man U?
Okay, I feel in terms of Manchester United, there are a lot of issues at the club at the present. So it's not something you're gonna fix in a short while.
Okay, hold on. Not so fast, right? We all agree that what's his name again? The Ten Hag guy.
Okay, the Ten Hag
is not just picking up the job. As a matter of fact, we all know that there was a problem with Man U before Ten Hag came into the picture. And I think part of his contract, the goal was for him to actually solve the problem. Okay, so it's quite fascinating that after 4 years down the line or thereabouts, you are still saying we know there is a problem in the club. But why was he hired in the first place?
Okay, I think at the time Ten Hag was hired, there are a lot of issues at the club, down from the top management down to the structure. So when Sir Jim he took over, they begin the restructuring of the club right from the top to the down.
Okay.
So I feel that I've gotten that part of the aspect of the business right, but it now is now down to the players, the structure, and the transfer. So far, so good. Everything Hag has been able to get the players he needed. And if you check our stats last season in terms of defensive stats last season, this season we have been doing a good job. I think this season in terms of our defense, we have been doing a good job.
How do you rate a good job?
No. Let him land.
Okay.
He's going somewhere.
Go on.
If you check teams with the clean sheets, aside Liverpool, who is number one, having 5 clean sheets. Manchester United is second, having 4 clean sheets. I think this is an improvement compared to last season. This is an improvement because last season our defense was really, really nothing to write home about.
But if you check the goals for and the goals against, I think it's actually the same. This season, Man U scored, I don't know if it's up to 8 goals.
5 goals.
5 goals. And you considered how many? I think we need to check. Because you are saying...
So based on clean sheets, where are you getting your stats from?
Premier League.
Clean sheets of games won?
No, like so far this season, Man United is like...
So you guys have played 7 matches because today is day 7 and you have 4 clean sheets.
Yeah.
Wow.
So technically, you say Man U have won 4 matches.
I think they're
and
due.
since you have 4 clean sheets,
some.
you are at the 4th position of the league table, Abi. After having the 4 clean sheets, you are on the 4th position of the table. Yeah. It means after Liverpool topping, you have Man City, you have Arsenal, and then you have Man United. Since you have 4 clean sheets.
No.
So what position are you occupying on the league table now?
So far,
after you're having your 4 clean sheets.
So far, so good. So far, Manchester United is occupying 14th position.
Okay, now you just
Anyhow, there's 4 there. You're right. There's 4.
you said something.
Okay.
You said
There's
something.
4.
You said something very, very, very laughable about making progress. I can remember when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was in the helm of affairs. Man U was finishing 3rd position, 2nd position, and you don't think you don't see that as progress. Rather, you see what this guy is doing, Ten Hag is doing as progress. Make it make sense. You have not had the privilege of finishing in the top 4 since Ten Hag took over. If I'm not mistaken, I can be fact checked.
No. On his first season, Ten Hag, he finished 3rd. His first season at Manchester in 2022.
Okay, agreed. Using Ole's team, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he finished 4th. Okay.
Third.
He finished 3rd.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that so far you are making progress at 14th position. So I want to make it, because there's this delusion that encapsulates the Man United fan base, and that's the delusion of we are not so bad, we are winning trophies, we are not so bad. I don't know what to do to I don't know what magical what you call it now, what firecracker would suddenly remove the veil from the eyes of the fan base to understand that you are not making progress. Because Bemiyang some years back won the FA Cup and went to relegation.
Yeah.
So winning Carabao Cups does not mean progress.
And I feel that's one of the strategy Ten Hag uses to still
to buy time
in Manchester United. He will lose a game, and then when the pressure is much and it seems they are going to sack him, he will go ahead and maybe win
Carabao
or draw. So for me, you made mention of the fact that the problem was there from the beginning. So you had Ten Hag, because it's unlike Chelsea. Chelsea, well, as soon as they know that the manager is their problem, they will fire the manager and they will get a new person that can get the job done. But you knew your problem from the beginning, that, okay, Ten Hag is not capable of managing this team or giving us what we want. Why don't you want to sack Ten Hag? Who do you think is the major problem in Manchester United, or who do you think wants Ten Hag to be there? Because it seems there's an influence.
Okay, you just made mention of Ten Hag not doing well and sacking Ten Hag. The thing is, if you check Manchester United very well, Manchester United is not a football club that sack their managers
like Chelsea.
Like Chelsea.
Yes.
Okay. Like Chelsea. Now we have.
Go ahead. I love this. You're talking.
But not they. Man U also falls into that category, but not just like Chelsea.
Yeah.
Nobody's like Chelsea anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do.
So
you're talking.
Manchester United is not a club that sack their coaches like Chelsea. Like I said. So the thing is,
shots fired.
If you check under Ten Hag regime, I'm not saying Ten Hag has done so well. No, winning the Carabao Cup in his first season and finishing, he won the Carabao Cup. He took us to the Champions League. He lost the FA Cup final against Manchester City. So far, like, as the standard Manchester United is not good enough. Where we are today is not good enough. But the thing is, you cannot just ignore the signs. I know every Manchester United fan there will be like, sack this man, sack that. But if you check the improvements so far under Ten Hag regime, you'll discover that it's not clearly his fault. Okay. Like, I'm coming.
Okay.
Sorry. This season so far, there are some games we lost. Like, for instance, the Tottenham games, the Liverpool games. It's not Ten Hag. You could see the players, they are not turning up. Players like Marcus Rashford have been at the club so far.
So that implies he has.
Who is the coach? Who is the coach?
So
who choose the players?
I want to say something. So you prefer the smell of a bad egg to kill you at home, to suffocate you, than to get rid of it? Is that what you're saying? Because I overheard you saying you don't sack your coaches like Chelsea.
Like Chelsea.
But I want to remind you that when Alex Ferguson left, you've had too many coaches. Even the great Mourinho, the special one, the number one, the chosen one, yeah? Those coaches, they came and they left.
Still.
With that profile that Mourinho had, or that Mourinho is having, sorry. Mourinho was out of the door or out of the gate. So Eric Ten Hag, who is a smelling egg, a bad egg of that matter, you don't want to get rid of him because he's Ten Hag. That's why they ask you, what relationship have you? You talk of structure. Manchester United they brought in Eric Ten Hag. They have a structure. They need to fix things. The signings are there. What signings? What kind of signings? Bruno Fernandes or he was there even before. So what kind of sign are you talking about? What player did you sign under Eric Ten Hag that's actually doing well? Away from the keeper Onana, the keeper Onana, who is still dancing in the goalpost.
And
He's a dancer.
And Anthony, what best?
And Anthony, who is there to do I don't know, gong. So tell me, I want to know the signing.
Noah,
you know when you were talking, we will have to listen to you.
Yeah, no.
So what are the signings before I can continue?
You said something about we cannot ignore the signs.
I'm telling you.
Now, I want you to analyze. In the last episode, we had a Man U fan here who was very braggadocious about the achievements. But then you are subtle, but under the hood, you are also re-emphasizing the same belief of the fan base. Now, I want to ask you a question. Look at Aston Villa's journey and their resurgence so far in the league. And look at Man U's supposed progress, like you insinuated. Now, look at both and tell me, in all honesty, which of those look like there are signs? Looking at Aston Villa's journey and looking at Man U's journey since Ten Hag took over, which of those one would you rather prefer? Which one looks like there's something going on here? When you go on, yeah.
Okay, I feel the Aston Villa Manchester United is a two different club, two different scenario. In
what sense?
Kudos to Emery. Kudos to
Okay.
Kudos to Emery. Since he came into Aston Villa, he have transformed the team.
Okay.
Took Aston Villa from where they were before. Now they are. I could call them top 4 contenders.
Okay.
Now the thing is, under Emery, I don't think Aston Villa they have the type numbers of injuries United had last season. I don't think.
Hold on. Before you go further.
Okay.
When you want to talk about injuries, right?
Yeah.
It's peculiar to every club.
Yeah.
You don't know because you're not an Aston Villa fan.
Okay.
An Aston Villa fan can also call you on that and say you're not correct. Now, if you look at both sides and you look at the quality of the players, even when you had injuries, the quality of the players you still had on the pitch is way better than what Aston Villa has, even in their first team.
Let me say something. There was, I think last season, Chelsea had injury issues. Like majority of our first team players had injury. And then, but somehow, we were able to finish top 6 ahead of Man United. So, according to what he said...
And he didn't qualify for the Europa League. He went to conference.
Yes, now, because they...
you are proud of it.
No, we are talking based on the...
But he's just saying something. He's just saying something that last season, they had series of injuries. You are trying to reply him based on the fact that he said that they cannot sack their manager like...
Wait now, Coach.
So I don't feel... Take it easy.
I don't feel injury should be an excuse because injury is part of football. Mm-hmm. There are some teams that they will have injury issues, but the way they will be able to manage that injury issues. See Barca. See some other clubs that had injury issues, but the way so if your coach is a coach that has a winning mentality, despite the injury issues, you can keep being stable and keep winning games.
No, there's something you need to understand. The question here we should try to get to is what kind of injury and where were the injuries from? Was it from a legal match, from a match like in the EPL, or was it from a competitive game, or was it from training session? You understand? Or was it from the international? So we need to understand. And then, for example, I think I'll try to understand with him because a club is supposed to have 33 players. That's 2 per segment. 3 per segment, you understand? That's 11 times 3. That's 2 per segment, you understand? 3 per segment and above. So if a club has already 33 players, it means they're having a rich bench. Definitely they're having a rich bench. If a keeper goes injured, there's a keeper to replace him. You understand? But now, talking about the club as in general, there are top-ranking players that will definitely make the fixtures. So should in case they are having injury, how will the coach manage that?
Now, coach, that's not even the...
Like Odegaard now. Okay. Let me come with the case of Odegaard. Odegaard situation can be seen in the ranks of the Arsenal. it's glaring. The absence of Odegaard is glaring. Forget about the win that Arsenal won 4-1. I think so. You understand? Those are the things I will stand with him on that. But that notwithstanding, the situation of Manchester United is so dangerous. In fact, it's precarious and whimsical. You guys need to think deep. I mean, out of the box. If not, you find yourself in the next 3 matches in a relegation zone.
There was something coach made mention about that. Man United are in Europa, right? But I mean, they are in Europe and they are struggling. Chelsea is in Conference League, and our first game we won. Man United, their first game they drew.
No, but he said something that they should give them time.
No.
Time.
It's not even about that. When you say something about a winning mentality, I don't think Ten Hag lacks a winning mentality. I just think that Man U is just too much for Ten Hag. Do you understand, to manage? Because he did wonders at Ajax, right? So I just feel like the complexity of a Man United football club is too much for Ten Hag to handle. And another thing I keep mentioning is I've heard the man talk, I've seen his interviews, and I've seen his, how he acts out in the pitch. And the thing I have, the graphs I have with him is that he's not a honest coach. He's not a sincere coach.
No, I like him. You know why I like him? Because he knows shortcut. He bypassed Chelsea to go to the Europa League. Chelsea stayed in the Conference League. Now, he's using another shortcut to say 4 clean sheets. You understand? That he can still stay in his position as a coach. Ten Hag is a wise man.
That's what most of
Ten Hag is a wise man.
That's what most of their fans are seeing to be a progress. Which is a disaster.
You know what? Winning a cup match is easy. We saw it with Felipe Scolari.
Yeah.
Winning a cup match is easy. You can plot how to go from quarterfinal to semi-final and then eventually winning it. It's easy. But then when you have to compete in a league, that is when your true character gets to show.
Yeah.
Right?
But we heard about something. I want to know something. You Erik ten Hag. If the management of Manchester United is not getting rid of Erik ten Hag, it means they love him. It means there's something. It means they want him. It means they believe in him. Abi?
Of course.
So what?
I don't know how true it is.
You as a fan, do you believe in him? Do you want him to stay?
Okay. For me, I think so far everything has not really met up the standard at Manchester United.
Okay.
So I feel even any Manchester United fan out there will also have the same opinion I have. The way the season is so far so good. Like, it's not really encouraging at all. 7 games and we are in 14th position.
And with 4 clean sheets, you are saying that it's not encouraging.
5 points. I'm coming. 5 points above relegation. You are just 5 points above relegation. So these are the issues. Now you look at the Manchester United team. You see them play. There's no confidence.
Now you are coming home.
If you say Manchester United is having a game tomorrow, there's no, like, as a United fan, there's no confidence you have that, okay, we're going to win the game. I look at the game against Liverpool. The players, I don't know. I don't even know what they are doing in the training, as if they are not being trained. Now, every time we lose a game, they go to the training ground and you'll be seeing, we are back. Winning team, we are back. Then they goes on to the next game and you'll be like, what have they done? So we have been.
You're not. You're analyzing. I simply said something. Now, you as a fan, will you prefer Ten Hag to stay in Manchester United? Because as for me, if you ask me, I would say yes, because one, they had a draw after leading 2-0 against Porto and they came to a draw. Tottenham had a draw, had a win 2-0 and came and lose the game against Brighton. So definitely Manchester United, to me, I say Ten Hag should stay if we have to.
I think
on the floor.
I think they are good for. I think they are good for the league.
So to
because I think Man U is good for the league because at least you can you know that because a solid Man U is a hard team to beat any day. So having a Man U that is suffering from identity crisis because that's what you see. I think it's good for us.
So you want him to stay, right?
So I feel for this season they should just give him this season.
They should give him this season.
Yeah, they should give him this season.
So when Manchester United will get to championship, that's when you guys will get rid of him.
We are not going to.
Because you guys are sinking.
I know.
I said the situation is so precarious.
I know. We are
whimsical.
And whimsical.
I know.
And you are here saying that they should give him up to the end of the season.
The thing is,
and you say Chelsea sack their coaches.
Okay.
And unlike Man United, and Chelsea are getting results, even though they had a struggle against Fulham. Against Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Nottingham Forest. And Nottingham Forest won Liverpool in Anfield. So Liverpool Chelsea is doing something good.
Yeah.
To win the guy from the Forest this season, it's not Binks. It's not
they've got Espirito Santo.
You understand?
Their defense
so you want Eric Ten Hag that you should give him the end of the season.
So the thing is, Ineos.
I'm asking you want him to give him the end of the season, right?
Ineos, they have the opportunity to get rid of Eric Ten Hag last season.
Okay, they had the opportunity
after the FA Cup, which they didn't.
No, but he won the FA Cup.
It's
now.
because he won the FA.
They had the opportunity to get rid of him last season. They didn't, so they have to give him a contract extension to 2026. So I feel after this season, I think now we can reason with everything.
Okay, his contract ends in 2026.
They give him 1 year contract extension. So I feel the same reasoning everybody had was okay. Last thing it was injuries. Okay, let's support him this season by the transfers. Let's support him this season.
So you guys had a good transfer. We are waiting for January too.
No, see the point is they had an opportunity to sack him last season, which they didn't, and they have so far.
They will say we because you are Manchester United fan.
We have so far encouraged him in transfers, getting players the likes of Euro, which
but still we haven't see. I don't want you to trivialize the squad man you have because you're playing down how big your squad is. You said something about the players not turning up and all that. Do you look at Man United lineup? The same Rashford you are castigating. Maybe anyway. I don't know what happened, but speculations had it that he was supposed to. Arteta had an eye for him to come over to Arsenal. If probably Rashford get into a squad like Arsenal, then you know that Rashford can turn up.
Rashford is suffering from indiscipline and caused by the coach.
That is the point. So that's what I'm trying to make.
That's why I'm asking him that you prefer him to finish the season. It means you yourself, you are a problem to that club. No. Because if you can't pinpoint out what is bad,
based on
it
his
means you yourself you are bad.
Coach, based on his analysis, it seems he wants.
No, he said they should give him. No, he said
they should.
He said they should. As a Man United fan, if I say as a Madrid fan, if I say we should give Ancelotti up to 2027, it means I'm in support of it. That's what he said. That
exactly.
They should give him up to 2026 because his contract extend up to 2026. And so, what about the coaches? Ole Gunnar's contract how was Ole Gunnar's contract? How is other coaches that were sacked their contract? You understand? And if this guy said they should give him up to that time, Manchester is sinking. No, each game you play, you drop one position. Each game you play, you are on the 13th position as at when I last saw. Or now you drop a position, and you are saying they should give it up. It means you are the problem of Manchester United.
Yes, I agree with him because as a fan, what's that electric moment that you feel like yes, at least we have something to celebrate? Because it seemed like Brighton, for example, they give more spark to their fans than Man U do, and the thing is, I don't want you to tell me that when you are making progress because there's no visible progress. Yes, you brought in some reasonable players. You brought in, you have Zexi, you have Ugarte, you have Delete, you have Holland, you have top players. So if we want to talk about a team making progress, Chelsea.
No, I think he's making a mistake. There's progress and there's regress. Both of them have grace.
Okay.
So maybe he's talking about
because
grace.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
There's no progress.
Let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. The trophies that you won is occasional, reward just to say, okay, we are onto something. But then in your case, that is not when Arteta won the FA Cup. Okay, we are onto something. But see where we are right now from when we won the FA Cup. We like where we are now. We would have been protesting and shouting Arteta out if we had maintained that form and we are picking up Carabao Cups. That does not show progress. Now we are competing in the league and we're competing on every front. That shows that we are onto something. And see Chelsea, Maresca just picked up the job when? And you can see Chelsea is onto something. So when we look at Man U, what is Man U onto?
And I agree with Dewine because the fact that you won an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup doesn't mean your team is not struggling. doesn't mean
Of
you
course.
don't have an issue. It might be the idea of the coach to, okay, when it comes to all these small competitions, I can just win and then buy the
trust and confidence of the board.
No, but we should look at it. We should look at it the other way around. If Manchester United can win cups like the Carabao Cups, it means they have the potential to go for the league title. Because let's be frank here. That's where you know if the squad is a bad squad or a good squad. Because to me, what I feel like is just the managerial skills to keep these guys afloat, winning titles. It's just managerial skills. And you sit here and tell me that you want to give me up to the end of this thing.
Coach, you're going too far. You're going too far.
Because
let's get them
the same players that won the league, the same players that won the cup, you understand?
Yeah.
Can still win the league.
But you haven't gone too far. Get them to compete consistently first.
That's it. The problem is there's a whole lot of indiscipline in Manchester United.
Big egos.
I mean indiscipline, starting with the coach. And this guy will sit here and tell me that he wants Erik ten Hag to stay up till the end of the season.
Okay, now
you know how many matches we still have to the end of the season? We have over 31 matches. I mean league matches, because there are 38 matches to be played. Now, we have 31 more matches. They're already on the 7th playing day. We have matches in the Europa League to be played. We have cup matches to be played. We have
Noel.
And you say that guy should still stay?
Noel. Okay. Before you go in, because coach just asked you a rhetorical question. So before we go ahead, I want to just ask the comeback Brighton had against
Tottenham.
Spurs. Do you think a Man U team can have that kind of comeback? 2 goals down.
Okay, Man U, we are known for comebacks.
Which comeback?
You guys are good for
Manchester United.
Which of the comeback?
We are known for comebacks.
Okay, I understand the comeback. No, they are good for coming back.
It's a fact.
Okay.
It's a fact.
We saw it against Porto.
Manchester United, we are known for
Which
comebacks.
of the comeback?
No, we saw it against Porto.
And 20.
And 20.
You cannot just use our current situation.
But it's coming back now.
To dispute the facts.
Okay.
Manchester United, we are known for we have done
At
it
what
against
points?
City. Even when the day City was supposed to win the league at Etihad Stadium, we went there. They were leading us 2-0 halftime. We went there 3-2. We finished. We won City.
What year is that? What year was that?
2020. I cannot really.
2018.
Who was in charge?
Mourinho.
I'm talking about the Ten Hag
Jesus.
team. We're talking about Ten Hag so far.
The same way Manchester United is confused is the same way the fan is even confused.
Brentford, we done it. They were leading us
This season?
last season. Against Brentford, McTominay scored it. We won them.
Okay.
So the thing is, I'm not Inos. They had it. Who set up a business and employ someone and the thing is not working and you want the person to still stay back. But my own rationale about the whole thing is they had the opportunity to get rid of Erik ten Hag last season, which they didn't. Okay, they say injuries. They consider a lot of factors. Okay, injuries, this, that. Okay, they say this season let us back him by bringing in players. Okay, they are bringing in players. Oh yeah, Erik ten Hag.
He's not still delivering.
Use these players.
He cannot still deliver.
Okay.
And so far, I'm coming.
Yeah.
So far, so good. He has not really. The team is not working, but you cannot just sack him now because now we are midway into the season.
What midway? You guys cannot sack him because you are afraid of paying him his quit.
We cannot just sack him.
You don't have the money to pay him. You are afraid of paying that money. Let truth be told.
Okay, guys, talking about sacking Ten Hag, it is rumored that Thomas Tuchel is the preferred candidate for the job. So I don't know what's your take on it? Like Tuchel. The fact that Tuchel will be coming if Ten Hag leaves.
I don't know if Tuchel is good at handling drama because we saw what happened with Chelsea. He kind of struggled when the drama started coming into Chelsea. So I don't know if he will be able to handle the drama at United. And Tuchel is a good coach, no doubt. But we have seen that Tuchel, I think when there is a lot of pressure rather, I don't Tuchel doesn't fare well under the situation. You could see the same with his run with Bayern Munich. And you could see his run with Chelsea. I think Tuchel excels in an environment where he has 100% assurance, freedom. And 100% freedom and trust from both the players, the board, and the fans, because the same thing happened with him at PSG. So the moment he started having ruffles with players, we saw that he started struggling. So I don't know if Tuchel is the right person to handle. I don't think so, but I think it's Zidane, which there were speculations they were going for. Is Zidane will be able to bring some sanity to Man U because of his personality and his philosophy. But Tuchel, I don't know if Tuchel will be able to do that.
Coach, so if Tuchel and Ten Hag is placed with the current situation of Manchester United, for you to pick a coach that can lead the team going forward, who would that be?
I will not pick any of them.
Why?
I will not pick Tuchel. I will not pick Ten Hag. Ten Hag is even the worst. Why I won't take Tuchel? Because Tuchel, like the wine said, Tuchel is not familiar with handling situation of indiscipline and pressure. Yeah, he can. He might manage indiscipline, but pressure he can't. And Tuchel, if you look at Tuchel's run, immediately he starts losing games. He tries to apportion blame, and if there's no listening ear to that, boom, he gets irritated, he gets inflamed up, and that's Tuchel for you. So that kind of a coach, to me, even he's a good coach. Tactically, he's responding positively in the pitch. You understand? But not every game is to be won. You cannot win every game. You understand? But now Tuchel has this temperament which is not good. I think Tuchel should. We know now Tuchel. I'm talking to you. Yeah, I think he knows what I'm talking about. We need to accept our negativity, and dwell on our positivity. You understand? That's it. We accept our negativity, and then we try to pump up our positivity. So Tuchel, to me, cannot handle Manchester United. So just like Erik ten Hag can manage it.
If you're going to choose a coach for Man U, who will be the coach? Let's say we'll put in Arteta in the mix and maybe put in
no, why Arteta? Why Arteta? Why Arteta? Arteta cannot, because if Arteta gets there are a lot of players that Arteta will tell them go away, just like he did with Aubameyang.
Of course.
There are a lot of players, but we are talking about the current situation and the same players in that same team. Who can manage that team with that same players?
So
not waiting for a transfer window.
Okay,
and to me, I think the only person that can handle this thing as at now that it stands, it should be
a coach that is free.
A coach that's free.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one in the market.
I think Zidane will be able to do it.
No, Zidane is not even in the market. Why? Because Zidane has said it, that he has a lot to clean upstairs.
Oh, okay.
He had a lot of trauma with Madrid. So he had a lot. He's coming back. He thought he would. So he has a lot. So he needs to rest. Just like Klopp. You understand?
Yeah.
No, people ask for how many years. It all depends. It's health issue. You can't define it. You understand? Till he says, okay, I'm ready for a job.
There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure and stress that come with the job.
If Zidane should come up today and say, I'm available, I bet you 3/4 of the clubs in Europe will go for him.
True.
Well, for me, I would recommend Graham Potter at least. Let their suffering continue.
Graham Potter.
Let maybe if he comes, they'll feel suffering pro max.
No, but they should go for this coach now. The coach that just dropped the English national team. Southgate is a better because he has a son there, Rashford, and then they will align.
And then I think
perhaps from there Rashford will be able to begin to play well.
I think Ferguson will even.
No, Ferguson is no more in the circuit. He's no more in the circuit, so he can't even.
No, Ferguson is done.
He's done. He's no more there.
I think
he's no more there.
When it comes
management.
to decisions,
he has tried. He brought in David Moyes. Ferguson brought in David Moyes. David Moyes flopped.
Ferguson is very old
brought in
now,
this guy. He proposed all these coaches that is fine. Even Erik ten Hag.
All right. Okay.
Ferguson
Finally,
proposed.
before we go, talking about Player of the Month, who do you think will win the EPL Player of the Month?
But we all know who is going to win it. We all know who is going to win it. They're going to give it to Palmer.
Yeah,
Palmer should be the man
Palmer
of.
deserves it.
Yeah, because the guy has been so excellent. This.
Now, Coach, I want to say something. There's been some insinuations online about Saka. I think I don't know. Maybe because he's black, the insult is. I think it's an insult. The disrespect on Saka.
What was that?
O'Hara, this ex-player O'Hara said Saka is not world class. And I don't understand what basis.
O'Hara said Saka is not world class.
Yeah, so I don't understand what the basis is for saying Saka is not world class.
There's no basic there.
Now you tend to rate a Palmer or a Lamine Yamal who's just having their first season better than a Saka who has been consistent for more than 4 years.
You can't compare Yamin, Lamal and Bukayo Saka. You cannot compare the two of them. Saka is far, far away of those guys. They are not them. You are not Saka Smith. You should be thinking of comparing Saka to a certain Vinicius Junior,
Definitely.
to a certain Kylian Mbappe, to a certain De Bruyne. Though De Bruyne is an elder person, but they are comparable to a certain how they call this other guy. You cannot compare Lamine Yamal to who is saying that? Who goes there? I think he should go to a psychiatric hospital, let them check his medulla oblongata and see if everything is well.
Because the disrespect is...
Can you compare Saka and Yamin Lamal? Because he won the European Nations Cup, because he's doing well in Barcelona this his first season even. Yeah? Saka has been consistent for 5 years now.
Since he turned 18, not even turned 18, since he got into the Arsenal first team, he has never looked back.
He has been scoring, goals, magical
carrying
goals.
The team, influencing. Come on.
So, and now that other guy is no more. He's a captain and he's managing the situation of the team as at now.
You want to say something?
And you guys want to compare Saka and Yamal?
Can I say something? Okay, I feel Bukayo Saka is not getting the credit that he deserves. So again, another thing goes to PR. I don't think Arsenal they do a lot of PR to their players. That's why you can see Lamine Yamal score one goal and next time, just all of a sudden you see him, they start pushing for Ballon d'Or. So I feel Arsenal, they are not doing much on the PR on their players. And again, lack of not winning trophies contributes to those.
Lack of not winning trophies.
Yeah, that's true.
For Arsenal, it contributes a lot.
True. It's
But the one, I think he's making sense here. He just said something.
Yeah.
I think you are right.
I agree with
because
you.
A team that doesn't win trophies, it will be very difficult to world top class their players. It's very normal because if you don't win trophy, you're just like a soup with no meat. You're just like a soup with no meat. Anything can happen. Nowadays, if you're watching flies, monitor flies. Flies, they don't go to food that there's no meat. If you put meat in a soup, flies will come around. You'll be pushing them. But that soup, there's no meat, flies will not even come around. So that's the same thing with Arsenal.
So it's clear that our guest found it.
Arsenal is not winning trophy, you understand?
It's clear
so it's just like that soup, flies will not come there. So they will never push their player up.
Yeah, it's clear that our guest eventually found his voice, when he came to Arsenal.
That notwithstanding, like I said, the situation of Manchester United is deplorable. It's so bad. Guys, I think we need to use IPO. We need to use some Datagen and IPO to wash Man United.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
At least Manchester United will be bright.
That's all we can take on the show. Don't forget the banter continues. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And also comment. Send your comments and who knows, your comments can be deliberated here on the show.
They should also drop their numbers. Yeah, drop your numbers so we can actually give you a phone call and invite you on the sitting of banter. All right. If you can't make it here, we can give you a call while we banter here. So you can give your contribution on phone call.
See you next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Football Banter.